welcome to my channel. I'm Jeffrey de Pauw and welcome to my second episode of the rebuild of a Mazda CX-5. If you haven't seen the previous episode, well, this is how I actually bought it in a quick time lapse. We had an idea. We're going to try. We got like proper hydraulic pressure tanks, but they're actually in the red box over there. But yeah, this is OEM. This is how Mazda does it.
Old school repositioning.
Yeah. So what we're going to try is with this, with the, yeah, how do you call them in English? I don't know actually.
Spanner.
Oh yeah, with the spanner. We're going to try to pull it a little out to see if we can actually match up this piece a little better because it went that way. We're just going to try, and we're going to look out for the real dimensions, because the factory dimensions you can measure them then from cross point to cross reference point. So we're just going to try and see. We built the whole shed or the garage ourselves, so we're quite convinced it's strong enough.
Het is niet sterk.
Alright. We failed. But it was worth trying. You never know how strong it eventually is. Because we were already going to take this all off. Perhaps we are going to retry to clamp something on it maybe and pull it out. In the meantime, we took quite a lot of stuff off, like the bonnet. Bonnet, you can always better do it with two people, like I'm doing here with my dad. This is why you also avoid that it falls, especially through this windshield. The paravent. So the hinges are always bent. I didn't replace them with the Mazda 6 in the 2018 it was. When I didn't replace them, I thought they were okay, but I just couldn't find the right panel gap. It was really terrible.
Ja, dat is het.
Oké, maakt niet uit.
One less.
After we professionally lost this plastic screw, we only needed to remove the wiper fluid line.
The wheel hub and the front control arm, spring, everything.
It's a short clip, but the bolts were really stuck. We were struggling getting these ones off, so to get the lower suspension arm off, it was a lot of work.
Well, that's off. Really tight bolts, really tight bolts. So we actually skipped this one, because otherwise we need to wiggle this one open. We tried, but it's just completely rust together. But we're going to replace this whole set because it doesn't seem bent, but it's quite likely
Don't use it anymore.
that it is bent. So we're just going to replace it. They don't cost a fortune, then we're at least sure that everything is fine. On the other end, down here, the whole subframe, that does look well, actually. We don't see any cracks, bends, anything. So we're really happy with that, actually, that we don't see any other damage from below. So there was another piece that's come off now. The front bumper.
The front bumper is only held up by the bumper brackets on the side, 4 bolts at the bottom, 3 at the top, and then of course the parking sensor connectors.
The engine undertrays, etc., where it's actually housed an animal, I think. Considering the amount of sand that came on. And well, this gave us a clear view of what we needed to go shopping for, which I did. Went to a breaker's yard, already bought quite a few stuff, especially for the front, but as you can see, the most promising part, I bought a rear quarter. Same color, and I bought a front quarter. So we can reuse all these parts actually to, well, fix this. We're going to do it. Apart from that, I got a washer motor holder. The paravent is usually on top. Low suspension arm, front shock absorber with ABS sensor, with wheel hub, and ta-da! A new brake line. Used new brake line. New washer bottle, because ours was wrinkled. It wasn't leaking, but well, just replace it with a second-hand one. And a radiator cover. Apart from that, I got, this is used. This is also used. A grill, which is new, and also a new front bumper. We're going to respray eventually, so these parts I rather take new then. Which, yeah, why not? I didn't know, but Mazda sells whiteboards apparently. What did we spend so far? Well, the Mazda. In total, this means we have spent so far, rounded, 3,700 euros, which is not a lot at all actually.
Here you can see the straight line dimensions I did find, and our biggest issue was the strut tower up till the bonnet hinge, which is 14 millimeters off.
Take 3. I got myself a frame puller. This was the only way we personally think to get and try getting this strut tower straight. I already had some hydraulic presses, but I could reuse this one, but I bought the whole set from a marketplace. So yeah, it's a heavy duty one, 10 tons press. So I got more spare parts with it, but we're going to use for now, because this is very weak steel. We're going to push against the subframe and see if it wants to get out a little bit. So let's see how that goes and see if we can get the strut tower into the dimensions it has to be in. Let's go.
Never used one of these frame pullers before, so I did need to find out how it actually works. My dad did use them in the past, but he's on holiday now, so well, for everything first, I'm going to try it myself. Somehow the hydraulic press I bought with the set didn't build up pressure, so I have another one from the other set which has the same adapters and connectors, so for now I'm just going to use this one so I can at least continue working. This exact moment actually taught me a good lesson to really watch out with this thing. Came off with so much force, it really learned me not to stand behind it. This time I really double checked. Was it on correctly? If not, well, release it and then retighten it really firmly before starting the hydraulic press. This time I actually also found out I could hook on the chain on a hook on the side. This actually gave it a lot more strength, so the chain wouldn't slip from the vertical beam. That's what happened a few times, and as you can see now, I put some pressure on it, and this way it starts pulling a lot better. It slips a few chain links and then it stays on. It grips on really well. You can actually see the pressure. And this really helped straightening up the car.
And this is something, so I tried it now 1, 2, 3, 4 different places to get the tension out of the frame, because as you can see it's straightening up quite good now. But yeah, just trial and error right now, but you can't go too far because then you will push things and damage things more. If it would stay like this, it would be perfect. But there's a lot of pressure on here, a lot. But it's still clamping on, so I'm just trying to give it a little more. It might slip off. One more. Yeah, this is about it, I think. So I'm now going to slowly release it. I'm going to show you guys. As you can see, we're almost there.
So I actually repeated this 3 times on different places to release the pressure and get it normal again.
I think success. The tension is off here now, as you can see. There, it's loosening up. I can get these 3 bolts in. Wow, I didn't expect this. My dad is on holiday. He wishes he was here right now to do this stuff because he really likes this.
He did keep an eye out from France.
Oh, it seems well. I will show you for the close-up and we're going to use the measuring points to see if it really matches up. I have one of the bonnet hinge on the other side up till this shock absorber bolt. This should be 1 meter. Yeah, 1 meter 40 and 8 millimeters. Our measurement is 1413 millimeters. It should be 1408, but we are actually having the opposite side of the bolt, so we on the other side, so we need to take half off, which is 6 millimeters. So right now we are at 1407, which is quite good. I am going to give it a gentle pull, I think, one more time to see if it would be like spot on, because right now the bolts go in, they line up nicely and they look quite the same as on the opposite side. So I think we have made great success.
I did 2 more pulls actually, and this was the final result.
With my, well, non-professional eye, and I just called my dad, I think this is straight actually. So this point to this point only differs 1 millimeter, and this point to that point, the same hinge point, that differs, that's only 2 to 3 millimeters of difference. So there might be actually a tolerance of a few millimeters. My dad had it with another Mazda, a premise which he owned a long time back. They actually had a tolerance of 8 millimeters. So quite honestly, I think we succeeded and saved the whole strut tower. Okay, so this point to that small hole here, A, should be 37.3 millimeters. With me, it is a shocking 37.22 millimeters. Then we have this washable wiper bracket datum hole. I don't know. To this one should be in total 38.9 minus 38.9. I think we did a professional alignment of the whole chassis. Okay, so we assume, or no, I'm sure the strut tower is straight. I need some confidence in myself. Up next, I'm going to screw this one back on, the wiper motor holder, and we're going to crack on with all these spot welds, because we do need to replace this. We can't reuse this anymore. Now we assume that the strut tower is straight. Wait, I think the strut tower is straight. We're going to move forward. This is all destroyed now, of course, bent, cut into. So we're going to drill out 40 or 50 spot welds. So we're going to drill out all the spot welds so we can eventually reuse the new piece I got and use these drilled off pieces to make one. So yeah, let's go.
Feeling slow, shake it off. Don't got time for negative thoughts. Red sight, got the dot. Shoot my shot, I want the top. Never lost, got my plot. Know my story, I know my boss. I will fight against the clock. Time's a limited gift from God.
Good idea for everyone who needs to do some spot weld drilling. Upside down. Wear a long sleeve shirt.
Hooray! So, one piece off. Yes. Seeing this all now, this is where the bonnet hinge is fixed on. This is still straight. This piece is actually a 2-layer of the strut tower, from what I can see. So it's 2 layers. I hope. Which has spot welds all over the place here. No, it's not 2 pieces actually. We need to replace this one because it turns around and this is all wrinkled up. Yeah. So we are going to remove a piece of the strut tower. Only the outer shell, for what it seems like right now. More spot welds.
Watch me as I take off. I'll be working until I have all of my days off. Then I'm surfing in California when I'm paid off. I'll be blurring my vision, sipping on that bass sauce. La da da, watch out, I'm coming, yeah. I'll be working until I have all of my days off. Then I'm surfing in California when I'm paid off. I'll be blurring my vision, sipping on that bass sauce. La da da, I'll be eating Kobe steak hot. La da.
Whew. Quite warm. Outer structure, inner structure from the support beam. Whew. All right, few more. Okay, need to make a decision now. This is something you will never see here from the inside. So re-welding these ones, we won't spot weld them, we will plug weld them, we will just fill up the hole. You won't see it then, but so we want to do most of it internally, but up here we need to remove this thick strut tower, this piece of steel, from this thinner piece. Doing it from beneath, let me show you. Doing it from beneath will be an absolute nightmare, because here are the spot welds and you have this, the strut tower, the internal part. So you can't drill from here. And not on the good piece, it's also impossible. So it's actually here 1, 2, 3 layers, you see? We need this piece. So yeah. On this part we will have to drill from the top. I already marked in blue a while ago. So we need to drill through here. I need to get rid of this this body sealer, panel seal, and then I can drill from the top. It's impossible to do it from the inside. Only this piece, this here, which supports the engine bracket up here, that's something we can drill from the other side, from here. So that will look like OEM when we drill it from this side, and eventually fill it up like plug weld, filling up them from here. That's the plan for now. Stroopwafel. Oh. It's almost there. I'll do it like this. Yes! There is the spot weld here. Right here. Yes! Woohoo!
Now I need to drill the exact same spot welds on the new front quarter.
1. Ta-da! Piece 2. Whew. Yes!
Taking these new pieces off actually took longer than taking the old piece from the car, because you didn't have the support to push a bit harder.
Ta-da! Woohoo! Oh my god. That's off. Whew. Quick cleanup. Everywhere were like the steel splinters, so, and chips. So yeah, we went from this to the new piece to 3 parts. Oh, lots of spot welds. I'm glad we're here. This is where we are now. Lots of drilling, lots of blood, lots of cuts in my hands. I counted the spot welds. It were 86 spot welds. Yeah, 86 spot welds per piece. 40 or 50. So that's 172 spot welds in total. This was it for the second episode. A lot of progress being made, a lot of work being done, lots of drilling being done. I hope you enjoyed it for the second episode. I also need to find my way into this, so sorry if there's mistakes. And well, subscribe, like the video, and in the third episode we're going to see if we can weld it back on, if it's going to be on the good spot, and we're going to work, of course, on the back side. Thank you, and next time my dad will also be back from his holiday. Bye bye.
I have a dream, that's all I need. I'll make it happen with some work and belief.
Ja? Pikachu heeft nog staart, hè? Joehoe. Zo, hopsé. Zo.
Know what I want, so I'll take it on. I've made mistakes, but mistakes make you strong.